Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of That's Random Podcast. Once again, I am your host, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G. You heard the man. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time, welcome to That's Random Podcast. This is where we talk about everyday topics under the sun, 9 to 5, whether you like it or not, from poverty all the way up to well off. And these are just topics that, it's everyday life topics, right? Things that we go through that we probably don't talk about, the things that we might not even really care about, but I'm here to talk about them. I'm here to talk about them. I'm nerdy. That's what I do. Listen, returning listeners, thank you for keep coming back. I appreciate you guys so much. All the love and appreciation. And if you want to help Nerdy's umbrella continue to grow, listen, be sure to get you some of that nerdy merch. Get that Nerdy's nerdy book as well. And it's the book is called This May Not Be For You, Nerdy merch at the Nerdy store. Get everything on all social media platforms. It's all Nerdy's umbrella, everything. And appreciate you guys. Thank you. And let's get right into this because this is where I'm at today. Just want to talk, and I've talked about this before on the show. I'm talking to all you entrepreneurs. Now, not all of you. I want to make this general, but I also want to point out to a certain group of entrepreneurs that give services directly. If your business is a service business, I want you to understand this. Be about your business. Okay? Quality over quantity. If you don't have the quality, you will not sustain the quantity of customers, consumers. We are the consumer. Everybody's a consumer, no matter what they do. In your profession, you may be the entrepreneur, but in your personal life, you are a consumer. Just that simple. You are a consumer. Act like one. If you're going to get pissed when your provider does not do exactly what it is that you want, and you're upset, and you want to call and you want to cuss somebody out, entrepreneurs, I want you guys to remember, hey, your consumer, the person that's getting the service from you, may feel the exact same way. So, do unto others as you want done unto you. I'm going to give you guys a little story because it's story time around here. Nerdy's Umbrella, That's Random Podcast. Once again, yeah. Check out the YouTube channel because this video is going to show up on there. But, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this, right? It's story time with the Nerdy. So listen, I decided to have some housework done, okay? Little something. I get it. It's been hot. We're in Texas. It gets hot out here. All right, I feel like we're at the Satan's anus right now because that's how hot it is. When I flew back into town, I felt like I saw Satan sitting outside with one of those little shiny things with some sunglasses on, smoking a cigarette, talking about welcome back. No, yeah, something like that. But anywho, I needed some yard work done. Okay, needed some yard work done, and I feel disrespected. A lot of people around here say, let's give these entrepreneurs a chance. Let's give them this. Let's give them that. I only shot black. And I said, I feel sorry for you. It's my response. When people tell me, I only shot black, I feel sorry for you. And the reason why I say that, guys, it's not a dig at black people, but it's a dig at entrepreneurs who don't know how to run a business. Not everybody can be a businessman or a business person. Not everybody. Some people just know how to do the work. And they don't know, or they don't too much care about the customer service part of it. Some people don't know how to handle don't have the proper skills to handle the customer facing deal, right? You should never, in any instance, walk up to your customer and be like, yeah, what's good, my nigga? Never. Shit, folk, I mean, you should never. Not saying that happened in this story. But what I'm saying is, you should never, ever be too comfortable with your customer that it feels like y'all homeboys. Y'all been kicking it. Y'all grew up together. Never should it feel that way unless it is somebody that you grew up with, XYZ. But still, in that, you're still supposed to remain some level of professionalism. So, let's keep it pushing. So I wanted to get my yard done, right? I wanted to dig up some bushes. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these bushes out of here. I needed somebody, take care of my lawn, right? Listen, hey, here's the kicker. You cut my yard the first time, it was cool. Cut my yard the second time, it was cool. You know what? You decent. Okay, I can roll with that. So, hey, put me on your schedule. Come cut my yard every 2 weeks. I got you. No worries. Hands down, I got you. Cool. Nerdy got no problem with that. Say, yo, I need some other work done. I want this. Said, okay, I can make that happen for you. Said, all right, cool. I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna do the measurements, I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna tell you what's going on, I'm gonna tell you what's needed, right? Cool. You tell me when you're gonna come. Communication at this point is good. You roll up, woo 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 woo. I pull up on you outside, right? Pull up on you. What's up? What's good? How you doing? All right, nice to meet you, sir. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Give me all that. Tell me what I'm looking at. Well, I need to go price everything out, and this is what I'm gonna do. I can get this. I can make this work for you. Oh, okay, cool, not a problem. All right. You tell me you go price everything out. It's gonna be such and such price. Okay, cool, not a problem. Now, I said for my records, tell me exactly what this includes. Blah 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 blah. This is all it includes. Okay, cool. Give me the timeline on this. Okay, and if you want to, I'll break it down in a couple payments for you. You know what? I like that. I'll take that. Let's break it down in a couple payments. Why the hell not? I like to see I like to make sure that my bank account's looking fat, and so yeah, why the hell not? Let's go ahead and do this. We can break it down in a couple payments. I'm fine with that. Then here we are. Give you the first payment. You come out the very next day. Boom. Take care of what you need to take care of. Timeline. Fast forward 2 weeks later, you're supposed to finish the job at this point. But you didn't call me. I haven't heard from you since the first payment. Haven't heard from you. I called you to ask you what the hell's going on. Entrepreneurs, you should no, your customer should never call you and ask you what's going on if y'all already had a timeline set up. Got it. Cool. I'm a paying customer. You know I'm going to pay. Got it. Cool. I'll call you. Oh, gave me some sob sad story. Yo, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care. I'm paying you for a service, so let me pay you for that service. Not saying that we can't be on a level to where we can communicate and be kind of cool with one another. I don't have a problem with that. But if I hired you for a service, I need that service to be taken care of, and I need that service to be completed by you. If we had a timeline, that timeline needs to be that timeline. That timeline needs to be exactly what it is. And what I mean by that is that the timeline that you set, that we set, these things need to be done. If there's going to be something changed, what I need you to do is communicate with me before I reach out to you. I should never have to reach out to you to ask you what's going on with the project or with the service that you said that you're going to do for me. You are the one that's in charge of this. If things change, I don't know, because it's not me who's providing the service. So with that being said, you need to reach out to me and tell me what's going on, because if you don't reach out to me and you don't tell me to go what's going on, I got a problem. This is not quality service, because the quality service includes customer service, letting your customer know what's going on when plans have changed. I'm sorry about that. I got you. I'll make sure I keep you in the loop. Blah 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 blah. All right, cool. Not a problem. I'm helping you to help me to help this situation, because I feel like I need to tip you, because I want to tip you, because you're an entrepreneur. Now, you set up a new timeline. Hey, this is my thoughts. This is what's happening. I can't get this. I can't do this. But what I can do is I'll do this, and I'll come through and I'll do it at this time. I'm gonna wait for it to get a little cooler and do this X, Y, and Z. You told me what you was gonna do. I have no problem with you telling me what you're going to do. But the problem is, or the issue is, when you tell me what you're going to do, you better do it. Because if not, I have an issue. I have an issue with you, and I have an issue with the way that you're running your business. So you tell me, second time, this is what I'm going to do. You don't do it. You don't reach out to me. You don't tell me that you're changing the plans. You don't do it. So now, I'm out of town. And I'm out of town. No text, no call. You show up to the house. I get a notification. I look at that. I say, well, why are my cameras going off? Why are the alarms going off? What's going on? You're outside doing work. I didn't ask you to. You didn't tell me that you were coming to do work. You didn't tell me that you were coming to lay this down. And then you didn't finish. You didn't finish the job. You came in and you laid something down and you never called, you never texted, you never said anything. So there went your tip. I'm a nice tipper. There went your tip because there's a communication issue. I explained to you, you got to communicate with me. You got to let me know what's going on. I just don't like anybody around my house. It's not how I am. I need to know when you're coming over here. I need to know when you're doing with the timeline. Common courtesy. I'm paying you for a service. You're providing a service for me. And I expect to be kept in the loop on everything that's going on. Haven't heard not a word. Haven't heard a word. At this point, nothing is done. Well, I'm not going to say nothing is done. You did the first part that you said you was going to do, taken care of. You did the third, you did half, not even half. You did a smidget of what the process 2 is supposed to be. So now I'm sitting here and I'm looking and I don't know what's going on. The fact that I don't know what's going on, I don't like that. I like to be in the know. I'm paying you for a service. Now, at this point, I'm kind of glad, I'm kind of happy that I've only paid you 2 of the 3 payments. Because now I get it. The first part, the first payment was warranted. And what I mean by it was warranted, ladies and gentlemen, meaning that I went around and I checked prices of what it was going to cost to have that part of the job taken care of. So, in theory, you got paid for the first part. And that's totally fine that you got paid for the first part. So, sorry about that. In the world. So with that being said, I look at it and I say, interesting. I haven't heard a word from you. You haven't called me back. You haven't texted me. You haven't done anything. So I feel away because I took a chance on an entrepreneur, a person who's saying, yo, I got X, Y. Listen, it's cool. You can tell me about your family, what you got going on and everything, but I'm a paying customer. I'm a paying customer first. Anything, I'm a paying customer. I pay. I don't ask for discounts. I don't look for the discount. I come and I say to the entrepreneur who is getting their stuff off the ground, trying to reach their billionaire dreams or whatever it may be. Whatever their goals are, millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, whatever their goals are, if you are still not if you're in that process, if you're in that middle of that grind, that hustle, or whatever the case may be, I'm not asking you for a discount. If you offer me a discount, I'll take it, but I'm not asking you for one because it's your business, it's your grind, it's your hustle, it's you trying to get to where you want to be in your life, and I understand it. I don't ask Apple for a discount, which I would ask them for a discount because they got it, right? They up. Sony, I love Sony products. Sony is up. They're not giving no discounts whatsoever, right? They might drop the PlayStation $50 after 6 years of being on the market, but other than that, they're not giving you no discounts, okay? None of their products. The headphones, maybe a $20 discount after they've been out for a year and a half, maybe a $20 discount. Nah, they ain't doing it. Black Friday don't even look that way, okay? They might give you a gift card. You're going to have to pay full price, and they'll give you a $50 gift card. And if you want to say that's a discount, that ain't really no discount because you still pay full price for it. But then you got a $50 gift card to one specific place, and then you probably don't even like nothing else in that place. But that's neither here nor there. Like what I'm saying is, if you're an entrepreneur and you don't have a big corporation behind you, I'm not asking you for a discount. But when you are servicing, you need to make sure that you're providing quality service. Quality service over quantity. I don't care who your other clients are. I don't care what you got to do. When I hire you for a service, I need that service to be completed, and I need it to be completed with the most quality service. Period. Period. I know that's the word that everybody's saying. Period. Okay? That's it. At this point, there's no resolution. Did they get the third payment? No. Are they going to get the third payment? No. Why? Because the job is still not complete. So, that's the story. That's it. Oh my God. Oh, that was it? That was it? That was the whole shebang? Yes, nerdy. Yes, I'm telling you, yes. Entrepreneurs, yardmans, t-shirt designers, barbers, anybody who is self-employed, quality over quantity. Provide an experience for your customer base because they will come back. People are loyal. People are loyal. Consumers are loyal. All of you folks who go out there and buy Gucci and say, I wear nothing but Gucci, or back in the day, I wear nothing but Polo. I wear nothing but Polo. The nerdy umbrella tees. I make sure that they are quality tees before I even put them out into the world, because I want you to come back and say, you know what? That felt good on my skin. I like the way Nerdy's umbrella feels. Yes, I'm giving you feeling. I'm giving you quality. I'm giving you quality material. I don't want to give you well, this kind of itchy. No. I ain't giving you them Sisters Polly and Esther. I'm not giving you them, okay? I'm giving you some good, okay? You know what I'm saying? Some that's on that, that on that skin and make go, ooh, that's nice. Entrepreneurs, work on your craft. You may be the best, but if you ain't got that customer experience down pat, if you're not trying to build a loyal base, your head's in the wrong place. It's just that simple. Your head is in the wrong place. How do you retain the customers that you get? You give them quality. Apple gives you quality. Sony gives you quality. Gucci gives you quality. Coach gives you quality. Birkin bags, they give you quality for that ridiculous amount, but it's quality. Some people do buy pleather, but then there's a huge difference between pleather and leather. Leather's gonna last a little longer. Pleather gonna start wilting, and it's gonna have a undistinct shine to it, and everybody gonna be like, yeah, that's pleather. We know what that is. Don't nobody want that. I want to feel confident in the service that you're providing me with. Right? Think about, take the barbers. They have clientele. The only reason why their clientele should possibly change is if the consumer decides to either go bald-headed, or they decide to grow their hair and you don't offer that service to them, or, they die. There are barbers who have a set amount of clientele and it grows, but that clientele keeps going back because they're loyal and they appreciate the quality of work not only that the person does, but also the experience. You could be a good barber, but if you have shitty customer service, I'm not coming back. If you put me on hold because say my man already scheduled an appointment. No, he didn't. He just called you and you're like, oh no, I got you. And I heard you and you pushed me off to get him. No, I'm not coming back to you. You're not getting my money. You're not getting I think a haircut is like $30 or something like that now, maybe 40 or 50, somewhere around there. It's ridiculous. You're not getting that from me. Plus tip, you're not getting that from me. So all you entrepreneurs, and I'm talking to a specific entrepreneur, okay, brothers and sisters, you understand what I'm saying? I don't like it. This is why when people say I shop only black, I'm sorry for you. I'm shopping with the people who are going to give me a quality service, and that's going to make me a loyal returning customer. Okay? My beautician. Okay? I don't play with my hair. I don't play with my hair. Right? I don't play with my hair. I took a suggestion from her. I took a suggestion from my beautician. I went around the corner, tried to get somebody to edge me up. Horrible. I didn't hold that against her. Not at all. I'm going to tell you why I didn't hold that against her. It's because it was a suggestion. It was networking. Like, yo, I do this over here. You do this over here. If you got some people, you can send them over here. I get that. I know how networking works. I get it. It's a cool. But if she recommends me over there, she did her part in the networking piece. Now, in order for that person to keep me, the onus is on them, not on my beautician or my stylist. I'm gonna call her stylist. I don't want to call her beautician. My stylist. It's not on her to make sure that their work is good. What it is for them. Hey, Chris sent me over here. I need an edge up. I need you to do this thing, make it look fly, make it look funky, make it look fresh to death. But when they do a poor job and I don't come back, that's on them. My stylist has nothing to do with that. She did her part. She recommended. They was garbage. So what I'm saying is, some of you need to go back, work on your customer service, work on your consumer experience. You may be the dopest artist and you come up with the flyest stuff or whatever the case. You may be the flyest person in your field. But if you don't know how to work customer experience, then you are garbage. If the customer experience does not land, you are garbage. I go back to my stylist because my stylist provides an environment for me. She understands my needs when I go into her shop. She exceeds those needs. And because she exceeds those needs, I keep going back. Not only do I go, my child go, my mother goes, right? I have another child that'll be going to her as well. You see, loyalty, and then I bring that's more money for her in her shop. That's how that works. Quality is what she gave me. She gave me a quality service. She gave me a quality experience. Now I want to share this experience with my family. And if I have friends who are going to the natural look and want to get locks and whatnot, guess what? She's going to be the first person that I refer. Yo, you should come over here. Even though I don't want people all up in there when I'm there, because, you know, that's kind of how I am. I'm kind of stingy. If I find something good, I really want to keep it for myself. And I don't mind people coming as long as the quality experience doesn't change when I'm there. And it hasn't changed, and that's why I continue to go back. That's why I continue to be there, because I don't want the quality experience to change. That's me. That's nerdy. That's how I expect my entrepreneurs to be when they're giving their services, or when they're forward facing with their customer. Loyalty will take you far. Loyal customers are going to pay your bills, going to send your kids to college if that's still a thing in the future. They're going to help. Those loyal customers are going to help supply your lifestyle. They're going to be able to send you to Paris or wherever the hell you want to go in the world, or even to the moon, wherever. But you got to give them quality service. You have to be on it every single moment. You got to make sure that whatever you putting out there, it got to be top tier. You're not the only person or the only horse in the race. There's a ton of stylists out there. There are a ton of lawn people out there. There are a ton of people doing podcasts. There are a ton of actors. There are a ton of barbers. There are a ton of people, entrepreneurs, doing certain niche things. And if you're not providing a high quality consumer experience, you're going to lose that. You're not going to have any loyalty. And then when you don't have any loyalty, you're going to be like, oh, this ain't working for me. Yes, it's not working for you because you're not putting in all of that. You just know that you know how to do something good. And this part right here, where you're like, I need somebody to work that for me. Well, if you know that you need somebody to work that for you, have somebody to work that for you. If you suck at that part and you feel like you can't better yourself at that part, then guess what? Be done with it. Let somebody else do that for you. Hire somebody. Build the loyalty, customer base, and go from there. I know I went off on a tangent. It's cool though. I'm nerdy. Y'all know how it go. I get passionate about some things, and when I get passionate, hell, ain't no turning back. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what I have to do. I have to go ahead and get to a little music, then I'm gonna come back in. You know, I don't like to be at a dead horse. Play a little music, and then I'll come back and close us out, and we'll get up out of here. All right. So hold tight. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Billionaire. And if you want to be a billionaire, all of you entrepreneurs, handle your business. Consumer experience is the key to a successful business. Make sure that you got your stuff on point. Make sure that your quality is up over your quantity. You understand what I'm saying? Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Oh That's Random Podcast. Once again, I am Nerdy G, aka that guy, your guy, the one and only Nerdy G, Nerdy's Umbrella, everything on all social media platforms. Please be sure to go pick up that book. This may not be for you, or go grab you some of that nerdy merch. Links in the description. And just remember, this is just a conversation to have with your friends, your family. Heck, you can even have it with me once we get that link up and running. And guys, listen, this is the day, or this is the show where I'm always going to take time to explore the extraordinary and ordinary, right? And that's where I'm going to keep it at, and this is where I'm pushing it for, right? Conversations that you want to have, whether they're meaningful conversations or they're just frivolous conversations, just to have some talk and some dialogue or whatever the case, so that you and your people are on the same page, and just kind of see if you share some of the similar things. Like in this episode, hey, there's a better way for entrepreneurs to be and kind of step their game up or whatnot. But that's neither here nor there. Enjoy life, keep kicking it, and until the next show, I appreciate you. Once again, I'm your guy, Nerdy G.